Okay, it's Durag Wisdom here, and what we have now is something very, very new and horrible in our history. As bad as Citizens United was. And that's that we now, thanks to the Republican Party, have an inferior, a U.S. inferior court instead of Supreme Court. The GOP changed the rules. The GOP stole that seat from President Obama and they put in this Neil Gorsuch slimeball, this right-wing fiend. So now the court is no longer a court. It's a kangaroo court, folks. We no longer have a Supreme Court that's nonpartisan, that's non-biased. Now in the future, thanks to the GOP, every court is going to be biased according to what political party's in power. And hopefully liberals will be in power so we can get these scum fundamentalist constitutionalists out. But I am saddened by the fact that Trump, the Trump-Putin birther bastard and his Putin God have succeeded in destroying one branch of our three-branch government. I really believe this, folks. We have a tainted Supreme Court. Tainted. Republican Party traitors, dedicated to destroying our Constitution, dedicated to getting the oligarchs in charge, dedicated to Putin and Russia. Because, of course, Bitch McDumbbell didn't want to have a investigation into Russian interference in our elections. Remember? Banana Russian dictator republic is what we have now. This creep is putting his relatives into high positions of responsibilities in our government. This creep is putting his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, into every aspect of our society. And I want you to know, folks, that I totally reject this. I totally reject that this bastard put his son-in-law into these positions. I totally reject the business model for our government. Because our federal government deals with liberty and freedom, not with the totalitarianism of business. I don't appreciate that this scum is turning our country into a dictatorship. And as I said above, he now, along with his Republican oligarch gangsters, his GOP oligarch gangsters, they now have the Supreme Court. What we have here is a dog and pony show. And I am so angry what Assad did to these children. And to all the people he murdered there with gas. And I was so angry, I forgot to realize that everything that the birther Trump bastard does is for show. It's for politics. Lawrence O'Donnell even had a theory that Putin may have planned this along with his fellow oligarchs to make Trump look good so they get off the Russian issue, the Russian interference issue. Look at this picture in Saturday's Daily Rag. I want you to see this. This is an example of the dog and pony show, the Banana Republic, this war. You know, he blew up this airfield, but then the following day they were able, or the day after, they were able to go back and kill more children, murder more children. You know, it's all to make him look presidential, anything he does. I mean, he does all this crazy bullshit, but then the reporters, the media goes, oh look, he looks presidential at the State of the Union. Oh look, he responded. Responded what? In a way that's going to help alleviate the sufferings of the people in Syria, or to drag us into more and more war, which we're already being dragged into more and more war. everything this administration does is behind closed doors. Everything they want to destroy, want to torture animals, torture humans, torture the earth, destroy labor. Anyway, look at this picture. I love it. Or I hate it. Look at this. I don't know if that's in full. Now, this picture, by the way, was laid out, okay, almost exactly the way the picture of Obama and his staff when they were killing bin Laden. I mean, this is a picture of this creep, and he wanted, he's so jealous of Obama. He knows that President Obama, was the last president we had, and every possible way that he can, he's going to try to steal it. Look at that stupid picture that he took of himself, Mr. Important over there. And many of the people in that picture, as pointed out by Rachel Maddow, shouldn't even be there in there. What's Wilbur Ross doing there? The Commerce Secretary. What's his son-in-law doing there? Or what? Anybody that has to do with the money aspect. There should only be military people in there, CIA people in there, intelligence people in there. But see, he wants everybody to know how great he is. This is a phony. And anybody who believes this picture, they're being taken in by one of the greatest and most evil showmen in history. Trump changed the rules, folks. I know people say, well, he's the president, you got to respect the office, if not the person, blah, 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 blah. We have one president, we have this, we have that, and we have blah, blah, blah. The GOP and Trump changed the rules. When Bitch McNumbell decided to deny President Obama's pick for Supreme Court, when Eddie Munster Ryan joined in to deny President Obama his pick for Supreme Court, all right? When he had a right to, and then when they changed the law, and the Democrats came back against them, and they brought their own shithead in there Gorsuch is gonna curse you all for like the next 30, 40 years. If I live 30, 40 more years, he's gonna be cursing me too. But it's more important that they're cursing you young people out there to keep you from going forward into a better life instead of staying on this merry-go-round of pain that we're on. He changed the rules. So now I change the rules. He is not my president. He talked about his genitals. He talked about grabbing women's genitals. He started his campaign on denigrating Mexicans and Muslims. He has alt-right and racist, racist slime supporting him. He has put into his cabinet the worst nation-destroying people ever. And he has a Steve Bannon who wants to see our government be destroyed, who wants to have an oligarchy, a dictatorship with Trump and Putin. Well, Putin will be in charge and Trump will be one of his lieutenants. That's what they want. After 240 years of struggle, these GOP and their Trump are trying to finally create the fall of the USA empire, akin to the fall of the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire lasted 500 years. And if you think that our country, the United States of America, as it is now, will survive, it will not survive if we fall asleep, if we spend our time watching Dancing with the Stars and The Idiot Apprentice. This country will go down.